Welcome back, Mavericks. Are you ready to run small business payroll? If you're not sure where to start or just want to make sure you're doing things right, this video will help. We're going to walk you through how to do payroll step by step. Now, there are 16 steps to running payroll. Yeah, I know, sounds like a lot. And it is. Running payroll has a lot of moving parts, but we've broken the process down into these 16 small actionable steps to help make things much easier. By the end of this video, you'll be processing payroll in no time, so let's get started. Step 1, get your EIN. You need an EIN or employee identification number to legally pay your employees. If you already have an EIN, great. Grab it and move on to step 2. If you don't have an EIN yet, we have a whole post that explains how to get an EIN, so check that out in the description below if you need it. Once you have your EIN, it's time for step number 2, checking state and local laws on registering your business. Depending on where you live, you may need to register your business on the state level and local level, so check with your state's tax agency to see whether you need to register your business before you start paying your employees. Step 3, set up a business bank account. Not only is having a business bank account a good financial practice, but you're also going to need one to pay your employees. If you need help choosing a business bank account, we have a curated list of the best online business bank accounts and the best business checking accounts to help you get started. We'll also put the link in the description below. If you already have a business bank account, you're ready for step 4, review employee tax documents. All of your employees need to complete an I-9 form. This form verifies your employee's identity and confirms their eligibility for hire. Every new hire needs an I-9. W-2 employees also will need a W-4. IRS Form W-4 outlines an employee's designated tax withholdings, which you as an employer need to know in order to properly calculate payroll. If you have contractors, they will need a W-9 instead of a W-4. Step 5, review employee benefits and deductions. You'll also need to check each employee's benefits so that you can know exactly what needs to be deducted from each paycheck. As the employer, it's your job to withhold payroll taxes. In addition to the payroll withholdings outlined on those W-4s, other payroll tax withholdings could include insurance premiums, retirement plan contributions, or wage garnishments. Moving on to step 6, choose your payroll schedule. This one seems easy, but there's a lot that goes into deciding on a pay schedule. You can choose to pay employees weekly, bi-weekly, semi-monthly, or monthly. There are pros and cons to each method, so which should you choose? First, check if your state requires a specific pay schedule. If they do, there's your answer. If not, going with your industry standard can help keep your employees happy and satisfied. Step 7, choose how you'll pay your employees. You can choose to pay your employees by check or via direct deposit. Direct deposit is overwhelmingly the most common payment method in the US and is more convenient for you and your employees. Check with both your bank and your payroll software to make sure direct deposit is an option if that's the way you want to go. Step 8, calculate your employees' gross pay. We're halfway there, folks. Hang in there. Now that we've got the groundwork set, it's time for the actual payroll calculations. To calculate your employees' gross pay, you'll need to differentiate between hourly and salary employees. For hourly employees, gather the tracked time for a given pay period and multiply the total time worked by the employee's hourly rate. For salaried employees, take their annual pay and divide it by the number of pay periods in the year based on your pay schedule. Finally, don't forget to add any overtime pay or bonus pay to get your overall gross pay calculation. Step 9, calculate and withhold any pre-tax deductions. If your employees have any pre-tax deductions, you'll need to withhold these before calculating their net pay. So, what is a pre-tax deduction? Pre-tax deductions include health insurance premiums, life insurance premiums, HSAs, FSA, and retirement contributions. Since we already gathered this info in step 5, this calculation should be easy. These reserve funds should be held in your business bank account until it's time to pay payroll taxes. All right, it's time for step 10, calculate and withhold federal payroll taxes. We know it's a lot of withholding to remember. This step is probably the one you were expecting, where you need to multiply your employees' gross pay minus pre-tax deductions by the payroll tax rate designated on their W-4 form. In addition to withholding federal taxes, step 11 is calculating and withholding state payroll taxes. State and local payroll taxes will be designated by your state's tax agency. Step 12, make post-tax deductions. After payroll taxes, employers are also responsible for withholding employee earnings to cover deductions. Voluntary deductions include certain retirement accounts, disability insurance, and charitable contributions, while involuntary deductions include wage garnishments for child support, student loan payments, or other court-ordered settlements. Step 13, calculate net pay and pay your employees. So you did it. You made it through all the withholdings and payroll taxes to finally arrive at your employees' net pay. Now that you have the net pay amount, or the amount that actually appears on your employee's paycheck, it's time to pay your employees. Believe it or not, after you pay your employees, there are still a couple of steps you'll need to take to fully complete your small business payroll. Step 14, file and pay payroll taxes. As a small business owner, you'll need to pay payroll taxes. There are many payroll tax deadlines throughout the year that you don't want to miss. Our complete guide to small business payroll taxes can help you stay on top of these deadlines and clear up any last questions you have about payroll taxes and withholdings in general. Step 15, make payroll deduction payments. Remember all of those payroll deductions you withheld? Now you'll need to make payments or contributions based on your employee deductions. A common one is making health insurance premium contributions on behalf of your employees that are enrolled in health insurance through you as the employer. The very last step is step 16, maintaining payroll records. The majority of small business owners are legally required to maintain payroll records like tax forms, bank statements, employee pay stubs, and more. We have a whole post that explains which payroll records you need to keep and how long you should keep them. And that's it. We know that doing payroll is a long process, but learning how to do payroll the right way is definitely a must. If you miscalculate your payroll or miss any payroll filing deadlines, your business could face serious penalties and fees. So hopefully this video helps give you the confidence and knowledge you need to successfully and correctly file your small business payroll. And if after watching this, you decide that doing payroll yourself is too much, there are always small business payroll software options. Check out our top small business payroll companies in the link below if you're interested. And if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please show us some love by clicking the like button and subscribing to our channel. If you have any questions or comments, please drop them below. We're always here to help. Thanks again for watching Mavericks. We'll see you next time.